Yes, Suraj sir, with your
Yeah.
permission, can we start, sir?
Yes, sir, we can start.
Okay. So first of all, very good evening to each and every one of you. And today is an indeed very important day to all of us because uh, the Ray Academy, which we started in 2020, with its mission of Inspire 100, that is producing 100 civil services in next 5 years time period. And the whole objective to make it a socially driven organization is to ensure that maximum number of students, especially from Odisha, they join the civil services. So I'll be speaking in both English and Odia, exclusively also in the Odia. And এই जो Inspire 100 mission ତାକୁ fulfill କରିବା ପାଇଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର से टीचर हुଅନ୍ତୁ କିମ୍ବା ଅଭିଭାବକ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ କିମ୍ବା ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଅଫିସର ଅଲରେଡି ଅଛନ୍ତି ରୋଲ ମଡେଲ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ କିମ୍ବା ଆମେ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ଫ୍ୟାକଲ୍ଟି ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଏଥିରେ ରୋଲ ଅଛି and I must say that Inspire 100 will be incomplete without all of your support. So ତାକୁ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଗୋଟେ କଲଚର Inspire 100 କଲଚର ର ଗୋଟେ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଭାଗ୍ୟ ହେଉଛି Inspire Talk ଏବଂ ଏଇ Inspire Talk ଦ୍ୱାରା ଆମେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଅଲରେଡି ନିଜ ଜୀବନରେ ଆଚିଭ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେ ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭିସେସ୍ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ କିମ୍ବା ଇଣ୍ଟେଲେକ୍ଚୁଆଲ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ କିମ୍ବା ଲିଟରେଚର ଆର୍ଟ ସେମାନଙ୍କଠୁ ଆମେ କିଛି ଇନ୍ସପାୟାର ହେବା ସେମାନଙ୍କଠୁ ଆମେ କିଛି ଶିଖିବା. So the whole objective of this Inspire 100 or Inspire Talk is to learn. ଆମେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟା ଦିନ ତ ମତେ ଲାଗୁଛି କ୍ଲାସରୁମ୍ ଭିତରେ ଆମେ ବହୁତ କିଛି ଶିଖୁ ବଟ୍ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ରୋଲ ମଡେଲ ସେମାନଙ୍କଠୁ ଶିଖିବାଟା ତାଙ୍କର ନିଜର ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ ଲାଇଫ ଷ୍ଟୋରି ଆମକୁ ଆଗକୁ ବଢିବା ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ପ୍ରେରଣା ଦିଏ. ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା ହୁଏ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍ ସମୟରେ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ମତେ ଫେସ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡେ ଯେ ସାର୍ ଆମେ ନିଜକୁ କେମିତି ମୋଟିଭେଟ୍ ରଖିବୁ. ସୋ ମୁଁ ତ କହିବି ମୋଟିଭେସନ cannot be external. ମୋଟିଭେସନଟା ନିଜ ମନ ଭିତରୁ ଆସିବାକୁ ପଡିବ. ବଟ୍ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଗୋଟେ ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭିସେସ୍ ଗୋଟେ ଲମ୍ବା ଜର୍ଣ୍ଣି କିଛି ନହେଲେ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ତ 1 ଇୟରର ଜର୍ଣ୍ଣି ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କର ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଦେବେ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ୍ସ କରିବେ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ଅଛି ମେନ୍ସ ଅଛି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଅଛି ସେ ପ୍ରୋସେସ୍ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ କରୁ କରୁ ମିନିମମ୍ 1.5 ଇୟର୍ସ ହେଇଯାଏ କେବେ କେବେ 2 ବର୍ଷରୁ ଅଧିକ ବି ହେଇଯାଏ. ବଟ୍ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରୋସେସ୍ ଥ୍ରୋରେ ଯିବା ବେଳେ କିଛି ସମୟରେ ଆମକୁ କେବେ କେବେ ଡିମୋଟିଭେସନ ବି ଫିଲ୍ ହୁଏ. ତ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ନିଜେ ଯଦି ଆମେ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଲ୍ ସେଟଅପ୍ କରିଛେ ନା ୟାକୁ ଆମେ ପାଇବାର ଅଛି ଆମକୁ ଆଗକୁ ବଢିବାର ଅଛି ଆଉ ତା ପାଇଁ ଖାଲି ତ ଫ୍ୟାକଲ୍ଟି ନୁହନ୍ତି ସମସ୍ତେ ଏବଂ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ସାହାଯ୍ୟ ଆମକୁ ଦରକାର. ସୋ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଆଜି ଶ୍ରୀ ସୁରଜ ବେହେରା ସାର୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆମ ସହିତ ଯିଏକି already OPSC Civil Services Examinations Odisha Civil Services Examination 2019 qualify କରିଛନ୍ତି with rank 88. And ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ସାରଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ପାଇଲି ସୁରଜ ସାର୍ ନିଜେ he hails from Rayagada district and I also understood I have learned that ସେ ବହୁତ ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜେସ୍ ଥ୍ରୋରେ ବି ନିଜକୁ ଆଜି ଏଇ ଗୋଟେ ସ୍ଥାନରେ ନିଜକୁ ଆଜି ସେ ପ୍ରୁଭ୍ କରିପାରିଛନ୍ତି. ଏବଂ ସେଇଭଳି ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରେରଣା ଆଜିର ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଯୋଉ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ଇନ୍ସପାୟାର ଟକ୍ ସୁରଜ ସାରଙ୍କ ଭଳି ଯୋଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜଣେ ଯୋଉ ଇନ୍ସପିରେସନ ଆମର ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ହବ ଯେ ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କଠୁ କିଛି ଶିଖିବା. ସିଏ ନିଜେ ତାଙ୍କର ପୁରା ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ୍ସର ଜର୍ଣ୍ଣି କେମିତି ଥିଲା ଏବଂ ତା ସହିତ ସିଏ କଣ କଣ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ସିଏ ଆଜି ଏଇ ପୋଜିସନରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି. ସୋ ଆମର ଆଜି मुख्य ऑब्जेक्टिव तांकोटू हमें शिखिबा and last there will be a dedicated question and answer round also जो थे कि students can directly the audience can directly interact with Suraj sir आपण मनकर जहाँ जहाँ questions अच्छी you can ask your questions one by one we will allow you accordingly. So without any delay, let me welcome Sri Suraj sir to Ray Academy family. And I'm truly sir thankful ଯେ ଆପଣ ଆମର ଇନଭିଟେସନ୍ ଆକ୍ସେପ୍ଟ କରିଲେ ଏବଂ ଆଜି ଆପଣ ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ନିଜର ଅଭିଜ୍ଞତା ସେୟାର କରିବା ପାଇଁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ରିଏଲି ଗ୍ରେଟଫୁଲ୍ ଟୁ ୟୁ ସାର୍ and of course I think students will be waiting for you to listen and they'll be really keen to listen to your story. So without any delay, I'll kindly request Suraj sir to start your um, speech, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you for such a lovely introduction. Okay, initially, I followed the academy. The kind of work you are doing in the field of education to make education a public good. So I would like to thank you for that. Okay, and keep doing the nice thing that you are doing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Uh, Okay, sir. First of all, I would like to say that my journey of becoming a civil servant, it is quite a long process. It took me 4 years initially because I started towards the end of 2017, towards November, December of 2017. And initially, I think that I will start preparing for UPSC. And from 2018 onwards, I started appearing for UPSC examination. And there I have written two mains, and but I didn't qualify. But 2019 OPSC is my first in the state services. Unfortunately, I did qualify the examination. And my preparation is like to divide the 24 hours a day into three parts, 8 into 8 into 8. Like 8 hours should be study hour. Minimum study means what I want to say that you have to sit on a table and write, read or write. Okay, not to take shortcuts or uh, lectures and all that. Okay, so book and you. That is the first thing you have to do. Minimum 8 hours study. Then, then 8 hour rest period you can sleep for 6 to 8 hours. That is most important thing. Sleeping in the getting a good sleep during the preparation is the most important thing. Without that, your mind won't work. Okay. Then rest 8 hours you can divert it for lectures or online videos or meet with friends. And having a positive environment around you is always very helpful. And meeting with positive people who inspires you, okay, who motivates you. So that is how the preparation started. So I am very fortunate to having to get that environment and able to qualify the civil service examination. And initially in 20, from 20 it was 2019 civil service OPSC examination. So for preliminary examination, what I find it is very tricky. But like what people do, what students do, they started from the standard books. Okay, that should not be the case. We should go from the basics. Like first we have to go through the NCRT, and many students I find that you know they do not go through newspapers on a daily basis. Okay, that is the most important thing. It will help you in your mains examination. It will help you in your essay writing and everything. So daily newspaper reading is a must for civil service examination. And at the same time, first go through the basics. First go through the NCRT. Then follow the standard books like Lakshmikant or Ramesh Singh for economics or Nitin Singhania for art and culture and whatever you can follow. First go through the NCRT. By NCRT, what I mean is class 11th and 12th standard NCRT. That is the most important thing. Okay, you may not follow the rest NCRT from 6 to 10, but 11th and 12th standard NCRT of every subject is very important for civil service examination. So, and for preliminary, you have to prepare current affairs. So, for current affairs, I would like to say that if you are reading newspaper on a daily basis, half the things are done. Okay, but if you are not reading newspaper, try to follow the current affair magazine of any coaching institute. Okay, I do not like in every coaching institute you can follow that. All are same. What I want to say that just make sure that follow current affairs from a particular source. do not change your source midway. Okay, so getting the right source, right direction is very very important. So what the candidates do, like they, for this month they follow a magazine of this a particular coaching institute, then they change that, then they change that, but that won't help, that won't help you. Okay, so uh, getting to a particular source is very very important. Then sir, after qualification of the those who are, those who are from non-engineering, or actually I was from engineering background, so getting qualifying paper to become quite GS paper too, the she said, is not that difficult, but those who are belonging from humanities background, for them the paper two is also getting a bit difficult. For them I would like to say that practice comprehensions, try to solve paragraphs, and apart from that, at least once in a week, try to divert at least 3 hours for aptitude. That is the best way to prepare for GS paper 2. If you do that on a regular basis, the chances of qualification in the preliminary examination are quite high. Then I would like to move to the mains examination. The preliminary examination sources are same. Okay, like you have to go through the for quality. I have read Lakshmikant many times, and you have to thorough it like Lakshmikant, and for economics 11th and 12th NCRT, and Ramesh Singh. I did with Ramesh Singh, and for art and culture 11th class art and culture and 12th class art and culture of NCRT. For history, I would like to suggest that before going through NCRT, I would like to suggest the Tamil Nadu publication book. Okay, because uh, because history, it has been written in a very very, in NCRT it is very very haphazard. Okay, the time frame, the time scale is very very, like you have to find. I find it very difficult. So I followed Tamil Nadu both book initially. Then I follow NCRT. So the things, this, if you follow these things, the preliminary examination will be, you will qualify the preliminary examination. But coming to mains examination, the first important thing is qualification of the language paper. Okay, as I completed my education in from CBSE background, so after my 10th, I didn't have any touch with no Odia language. Like, ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଲେଖା ଲେଖି ବହୁତ କରିନି, practice କରିନି. So for that reason, what I did, I have I have selected previous year questions. Okay, I have selected previous year question last 7 8 years. I have solved that, and I have focused on essay writing especially. Essay writing, I have written 3 4 essays. एसे राइटिंग का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एसे राइटिंग हमारा माने सिविल सर्विस में एसे राइटिंग, इफ यू प्रैक्टिस एसे राइटिंग इट विल हेल्पफुल in every, like in English language there is essay of 100 marks, in Odia paper there is also essay of 100 marks, and also there is a separate paper of essay. So practice essay writing, at least select 7 to 8 topics, and take a note of the topic, and collect data about that topic. From that way I can manage to qualify the language paper. And in Odia language paper, the translation from English to Odia, the paragraph, like from English to Odia or Odia to English, and the comprehension, I focused on that, because grammar part it is only around 60 marks, but these parts constituting around 240 marks, and in order to qualify I have to score at least 105 marks. So I focused on the larger things, then I followed the grammar part. Grammar part also I read it very selectively from last year's questions. So I followed, there are two publications, one is BK publication and one is REN publication. They their book of Odia language paper are quite beneficial for this preparation. And same for the English language as well. And coming to essay paper, what many candidates do, they try to neglect that paper. Like they do think that they can manage. They have read GS all year. They can manage the essay paper. But essay paper don't go that way. Okay, so essay you have to practice 3 4 different types of essay writing. Like I have selected 2 topics. Like one is gender issue, one is climate change, one is Indo-Pacific, or and there is globalization topic. Like, okay, I have selected these 8 topics, and I have taken the notes. I have collected the data about each topic, like what is the ranking of India in gender inequality index, or you know the climate preparedness index for climate change. All this data collection, or economic survey data. I have collected all the data so that my essay would be better. I have I have I have practiced uh, three to four different types of essay writing. One is history, starting with history, essay writing, what is its historical significance. Then come to the contemporary era. That is one way of writing. And another way of writing is like start from a quotation and try to explain that. Like you have to collect, like every topic you have to collect three, four quotes. Quotes are very, very important. Quotation and explain that. Quotation and explain that. That is one way of writing. And another way of writing is like storytelling. You can tell a story about that essay and then explain it. And I used to divide essay into different parts. Like for a for a topic, I used to divide it into different parts, like the political significance or the economic significance or the cultural significance. Like this type, eight to nine parts minimum, so that you can write down the essay in around 16 to 20 pages. And 16 to 20 pages is most ideal because it is of 200 marks. So if you are writing an essay of more than 15 pages, like 16 to 20 pages is most ideal. And those who have written that much, they score good mark in essay paper. And essay paper, most, if you are getting a score of 100 plus or 110 plus, then your rank in the final list, it's just for 10 mark you can go up to 10 position or 15, 20 positions. So that does matter. So that is about essay. And coming to the GS paper, so I think everyone is everyone is everyone knows how to write GS because all the year they have to go through GS and optional papers. But I would like to say that practice answer writing on a daily basis or weekly basis. Don't neglect that. And try to write down answer in a particular time frame. For example, 10 mark question, you have to write down in a 6 minutes. Initially, it may not happen. It may exceed 1 2 minutes. But with time, it will come. Okay, and you have to deliver that in your examination, and you do not have time for thinking. Okay, like you have to read the question and you have to write it down. And for especially for quality, I would like to say, try to remember articles. Like make a short note of important articles and try to remember them. Articles relating to different bodies, articles relating to fundamental rights and DPSP, and fundamental duties, all that are important, and interstate relationship, and many things. Like for example, there are articles related to CAG or emergency provision. Try to remember everything because quality is such a subject that you can put article in every subject. But even in for economy, you can say that this policy is for implementing the directive principles of state policy or something like that. So try to remember the articles that is very, very important. And what I find very, very difficult is that preparing for the Odisha part in GS. So for Odisha part, what I did, I followed Affairs Cloud, Affairs Cloud's current affairs. It provides state-wise current affairs. I followed 1.5 year current affairs, and before my examination, it was in 2020 December. So what I did, I read the budget of Odisha government for 2020 and 21 budget and economic survey of 19 and 20, 2019 and 20. So that really helped me to get to know the contemporary things, what is going on in Odisha, what are the projects, what are the like that will help you. So at least try to do that because it will benefit in your answer writing. And for static part in Odisha, I just followed the REM, know your state, only basic thing. I didn't follow many books, so that basic thing. But what 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 I did, I went through the economic survey and budget part. That becomes very, very helpful for me, very beneficial for me. And for what for paper two, for GS paper two, I for the statistics portion, you have to go through the previous year questions, or if you are starting very early, or you are preparing, if your GS is completed, if you want to prepare for that, then I would like you to like it is up to 10th class level, ninth or 10th. It will very, very vast if you do that. So I followed the YouTube lectures of different YouTube lectures of different topic, and I practiced the previous questions. That is how the GS paper and essay and language paper completed. And my options were sociology and history. So sociology is my main optional that I also write in my UPSC examination, and history I choose for OPSC examination. So for sociology, for paper one, like there are, I would like to suggest you two books. That is, one is George Richter, Sociological Theory by George Richter. That is very helpful book, and it is very difficult book. It will take 3 4 reading to you used to that book at least. But once you get into that, the whole concept will get clear. It is a hard task, but once you completed that, the whole process will be very simple. And second is Harlembus. Harlembus, the orange Harlembus. That is that will be fine. That these two sources will complete you. Will be helpful for the paper one. If you want to sociology paper one, then you just follow these two books because OPSC sociology paper one will be done in these two books only. And for paper two, it becomes very different. Paper two, we do not have any such like we do not have such specific book. But what I find is, I have to go through different thinkers, different Indian thinkers, and like M.N. Srinivas or G.S. Ghurre or Louis Dumont, and all that. I do not find that all things in a particular book, but I would like you to suggest that one book is on B.K. Nagla sir. So, but in this book, it is not very popular book, but this book has compiled all the thinkers into one single book. So it will help you to write down any answers. And second thing is for sociology, for social problems like different issues like LGBT issues or elderly issue, demographic dividend, or prison reform, anything. For that, I would like you to suggest social problems in India by Ram Ahuja sir. So these two books will help you. Apart from that, you have to follow the IGNO notes because that is very important. There are few syllabus, few questions that is you won't find anywhere. So you have to collect that from IGNO. You have to go through the syllabus. Yeah, you do not find this much chapters in particular book. So you have to go through the algorithm. Just search the topic and write down. You can easily get access to that in Google. So and coming to the history paper I have started. I've chosen history for APSC and I have very limited time for 2 3 months to prepare for a history. So I have to work very smart. Okay. So what I did, I have I have selected the important topic. First of all, for ancient, medieval, and modern part, that was clear. I followed the basic standard books that were after NCERT. I followed the basic standard book. There is no different thing. But what I find very difficult is that for world history, because there are books that will of 500, 600 pages, so I cannot read that in a particular time period. So what I did, so there are two books of ninth and 10th standard of Tamil Nadu board. So in that only 60 pages, total 120 pages, they cover world history. Just read that. Okay, read that. That will be fine. That will be all the questions of the OPSC will be covered from that book only. So many people do not know that, but you have to go through. I find that very helpful for my history, world history, and for Odisha, particular Odisha related history. And so I just googled it. I do not have any source from where to read that. I googled it particular topics. So if you are getting any from any coaching institute or the academy, then you can follow that, compile yourself. Because I didn't know how to for Odisha history. I have just googled different topics, different that I know these are and solved the previous year paper. So this is my history gets completed. And apart from that, IGNO for optional, IGNO material is very important. Any topic you are not finding anywhere in foreign manner or something like that. So you can follow the IGNO material. Yeah, it is vast, but you do not have to go through entire syllabus. Like you do not have to go through entire IGNO material. It is very vast, but you have to select that. Select particular topic mentioned in the syllabus. So in that way, you can complete your optional. And I would like you to say that, what people, what do read only GS throughout the year, and the GS or all that. Now I want to make the preparation more practical. So I would like you to give more time to your optional, because OPSC optional paper is up to 100 marks total. So those are getting to the score good in optional, so they ultimately get qualified. So I would like you to give more time in optional, and for GS, you can minimize the time. You have to give more time to the optional and practice essay before around 2 3 months, 3 months before the mains examination. At least you should practice uh, 5 to 6 essay writing at your home. And apart from that, collect information, like what we find very difficult, during the mains examination. We used to forget that data. So collect data in a particular, for the particular topic you have to collect the data so that you can mention that. So that is how the optional and mains process is that. And coming to interview, I would like to say that for interview you actually in OPSC you won't get much time. It is around 15 to 20 days. So practicing mock will be beneficial, but interview is a different thing. For example, but interview you have to mainly focus on the Odisha specific topics. Where you are from, you are belongs, like what, which district and district specific, and your graduation topics are there, in which trade you are completed at graduation. And apart from that, making your hobby. So most the biodata form in the interview is everything. So that is how the whole process is. Okay, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I think ଆପଣ ଯାହା ବି କହିଛନ୍ତି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଯାହା ବି ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସେୟାର କରିଛନ୍ତି, I think it is one of the most practical way, as well as the most practical and authenticated study pattern जोटा कि students ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ audience ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଆପଣ share କରିଛନ୍ତି. And I can clearly understand ଯେ ଆପଣ ଯେହେତୁ ସେଇ ରାସ୍ତାରେ already ଆପଣ process କରିଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ ସେଇ ରାସ୍ତାରେ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି, you have qualified prelims exam, mains also, interview also, so you know the best କୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା କାମ କରେ ଆଉ କୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା କାମ କରେନି. And so there are certain questions ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମେ ମୁଁ ବି ନିଜେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ପଢାଏ କିମ୍ବା ଅନ୍ୟ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନେ ବି କେତେବେଳେ ପଚାରନ୍ତି, ଆମର ସବୁବେଳେ ଷ୍ଟଡିଜର ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟାଇଲ ଥାଏ କି ଆମେ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ୍ସ କେମିତି କରିବା, ଏବଂ ସାଧାରଣତଃ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ୍ସର ଯୋଉ ମେଥଡୋଲୋଜି ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି, ଯେମିତିକି ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ଏକ୍ସାମର ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟେଜ୍ ହେଲା, ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ କ୍ଲିୟର କରିସାରିଲା ପରେ ମେନ୍ସ ଷ୍ଟେଜ୍ ଆସିବ, ଦେନ୍ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟେଜ୍ ଅଛି. ଏସ୍ପେଶାଲି ବିଗିନର୍ସ ମାନେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ଭିତରେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜନ ଥାଏ କି ମୁଁ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରିବି ନା ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ଆଣ୍ଡ ମେନ୍ସ ପାଇଁ ବୋଥ୍ ଟୁଗେଦର ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରିବି. ନର୍ମାଲି ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଗୋଟେ ଆଡଭାଇସ୍ ଦଉ ଯେ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ସିଲାବସ୍ ଗୋଟେ ଯୋଉଟା ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଅ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ମେନ୍ସ ସିଲାବସ୍, ଆଉ ଜଣେ ଯଦି ମେନ୍ସ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରୁଛି ଦେନ୍ ଅଟୋମେଟିକଲି ସେ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ପାଇଁ ବି ସେତିକି ନିଜକୁ କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟ ଆଣିପାରିବ. ସୋ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ବିଗିନର୍ସ ମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଥାଏ କି ମୁଁ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ପାଇଁ କରିବି ନା ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ମେନ୍ସ ପାଇଁ କରିବି. କେବେ କେବେ ମୁଁ ଏମିତି ବି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ମୁଁ ଶୁଣିଛି ଯେ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ କ୍ୱାଲିଫାଏ ହେଇସାରିଲା ପରେ ହିଁ ମୁଁ ମେନ୍ସ ପାଇଁ କରିବି, ଅଦରୱାଇଜ ମୁଁ କରିବିନି.
Yes, sir.
ସୋ ସେଇ ବିଷୟରେ ସାର୍ ଆପଣ କଣ କହିବେ, ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆପଣ କଣ ଆଡଭାଇସ୍ ଦେବେ?
First thing, if you get to qualify preliminary examination and you don't able to qualify mains examination, you are you are again starting from zero. Okay. So the thing is, mains is the body. So the prelim is just an entrance to the, so that you can write down the mains. So I would like you to tell them that you have to prepare simultaneously for mains as well as for preliminary examination. But before around 1 or 1.5 months of the preliminary examination, try to focus more on the, just leave the mains examination course and follow the preliminary. Try to read for the preliminary examination, because for last you have to revise a lot of things for preliminary examination. So that is before 1 or 1.5 months, go for preliminary examination. But before that, throughout the year, you have to prepare for preliminary as well as mains examination. That is how
Yeah.
I would like to say this. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. And sir, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ବହୁତ ଜଣ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା ହେଲା ବେଳେ ସେମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଥାଏ, ଯୋଉଟା କମନ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ ଗୋଟେ ଥାଏ କି ହାଉ ଟୁ ଚୁଜ୍ ଅପସନାଲ. एंड आपण बहुत सुंदर भाବରେ ଗୋଟେ explanation ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେ prelims ରେ କେମିତି subject ଆମର prepare କରିବା ଦରକାର, GS ରେ କେମିତି କରିବା ଦରକାର, କାହାକୁ କୋଉଠୁ ଅଧିକ ଦବା ଦରକାର, କୋଉ sources ବି follow କରିବା ଦରକାର। ଆପଣ ବହୁତ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାବରେ ଯେ ଯୋଉ ବୁଝେଇକି କହିଛନ୍ତି। ଅପସନାଲ ଚୁଜ୍ କରିବା କାହିଁକିନା OPSC ଏକ୍ସାମିନେସନ୍ସ ରେ UPSC ରେ ସିନା ଗୋଟେ ଅପସନାଲ ଅଛି ବଟ୍ OPSC ରେ ଦୁଇଟା ଅପସନାଲ ଏବଂ ଅପସନାଲ ଇଟସେଲ୍ଫ ଇଜ ଅ ଭେରି ଭାଷ୍ଟ। ଯଦି ଆମେ ଦୁଇଟା ଅପସନାଲ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ୍ସ କରିବା ତା ସହିତ ଆମକୁ ଜେନେରାଲ ଷ୍ଟଡିଜ୍ ବି କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଏସଏ ପେପର ଏବଂ ଦୁଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ପେପର ଏବଂ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ଆଉ ମେନ୍ସ ଭିତରେ ଗ୍ୟାପ୍ ବି ବହୁତ ହିଁ କମ୍। ଏତେ କମ୍ ସମୟ ଭିତରେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ଭାବରେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା ଦେନ୍ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଅଲମୋଷ୍ଟ ଇମ୍ପସିବଲ୍ ଟୁ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ ଏଭ୍ରିଥିଙ୍ଗ। ସୋ
Okay.
ସେଇଟା ତ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆସିବ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ନିଜେ ଅଲରେଡି ଜଣେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ନାଇଁ ମତେ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ବଟ୍ ମୋ ପାଇଁ ଟାଇମ୍ ନାହିଁ। ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଅ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ ଦ ଟାଇମ୍ ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ।
Okay.
କିନ୍ତୁ ବହୁତ ଜଣ ବିଗିନର ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ଭିତରେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଥାଏ କି ମୁଁ ତ ସାର୍ ଜେନେରାଲ ଜିଏସ୍ ତ ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବି ବଟ୍ ମତେ ମୋର ଅପସନାଲ କଣ ହବ। ବହୁତ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଏମିତି ବି ପଚାରନ୍ତି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟରିଂ ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡରୁ ଆସିଛି, ଅଫକୋର୍ସ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଅଲସୋ ଏନ୍ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ବାଇ ଏଡୁକେସନ, ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ମତେ ହ୍ୟୁମାନିଟି ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ଚୁଜ୍ କରିବା ଠିକ ନା ଭୁଲ, କଣ କଣ କ୍ରାଇଟେରିଆ ମତେ ଡିସାଇଡ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଯୋଉ ବେସିସରେ ମୁଁ ଅପସନାଲଟାକୁ ଚୁଜ୍ କରିବି। ବହୁତ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କର ଏଇ ଗୋଟେ ସିମ୍ପଲ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ମନ ଭିତରେ ଥାଏ। So I think I would be very glad if you can throw certain light upon it,
Okay.
that how to choose optional and what are the basic criteria जोटा कि beginners माने निज mind ଭିତରେ रखिबे before they finally decide that this is my optionals.
So I would like to tell that I when in selection of optional, according to me, I was very practical, to be very honest. Initially because I was preparing for UPSC examination, so the time limit is very less. So that I can't even can't even complete the engineering and all that. So that I can write in moments. So I choose sociology because I can complete it in a given time frame, and I can revise it and write down the answers. And coming to OPSC, sociology, what I find very exciting. When before choosing an optional, you should you have to just read it for 2 days, like for 7 days. Just after, if you find it exciting, or go through the previous year papers, and if you are able to if you are thinking or if you are confident that you can answer that, or you can read that, then go through select that optional. But if you're finding it very difficult or boring, because because in optional subject you have to take a lot of interest, because it is everything. So if you find something very boring, just don't go for that. And optional selection, it should be when you start, if you're preparing for the first time, for initial one month or 1.5 month, you take around minimum 1 month or 1.5 months to select options. Just don't go haphazardly, like he's selecting or she's selecting this option, so I would go with that. Just don't go for that. Take your time before selection of your option, because if you if you don't qualify and you want to change that in midway, then it will become a very burdensome process. Okay, and so the preparation got very long. So for that reason, I would like to say that first of all, choose an optional that excites you. That whenever you are reading that, you find it exciting, and at the same time you are able to read that for a long period of time. That is one thing. And for second optional, for example, I chose history because in sociology and history are related. I find in that way, because so sociology means what? Study of societies, and anatomical study of societies. And for history, you have to go through different time periods. Like different time period, you are able to get to different societies during different time periods. So in that way, I find it connecting. So I chose history. So for I would like to say that for out of these two optional, if you are selecting, if you select the first option that excites you, and second option try to be very practical, or go for that optional that, like for example, that has less syllabus. Okay, I would like to say that I have chosen history because it is connected, but many of my friends, they have chosen very uh, the subjects that are minimum syllabus, so that they
Yeah.
can complete and revise it. So it is very practical to do that.
Yes, I think ସମସ୍ତେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ କଥା ସେ ଯୋଉ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଏମିତିଆ ଗୋଟେ ଅପସନାଲ ଆମକୁ ଡିସାଇଡ୍ କରିବା ଦରକାର ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମକୁ ଏକ୍ସାଇଟ୍ କରିବ ଆଉ ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ଆମେ ଡିପଲି ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟେଡ୍ ଅଛେ। ଆମେ ଅଲଗା ଯଦି କୌଣସି ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ବେସିସ୍କୁ ନେଇକି ଆମେ ଅପସନାଲ ଚୁଜ୍ କରିବା ଆଣ୍ଡ ଯଦି ଆମେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷକୁ ଆ, ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ବୁଝି ନ ପାରିବା ଦେନ୍ ଫ୍ୟୁଚରରେ ଆମକୁ ଅସୁବିଧା ସମ୍ମୁଖୀନ ହେଇପାରେ। ସୋ वी विल ऑल कीप इन आवर माइंड दैट ऑप्शनल सिलेक्शन बहुत ही इंपोर्टेंट କାହିଁକି ନା ଏଥିରେ ଆପଣ ନିଜର ସମୟ ଇନଭେଷ୍ଟ କରିବେ ମିନିମମ୍ 5 to 6 months ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଇନଭେଷ୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ।
Yes.
ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ପଢ଼ିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ଦେର୍ ଇଜ୍ ଆନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର ରାଇଟିଂ ଦୁଇଟା ଅପସନାଲ ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡଲ କରିବାଟା କିଛି ଛୋଟ କଥା ନୁହଁ। ସୋ ଯାହା ବି ଡିସିସନ ନେବେ ସେଟା ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ପ୍ରବଲି ପ୍ରିଭିୟସ୍ ଇୟର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ ପେପର ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ସେଇ ଅପସନାଲର ସିଲାବସଟାକୁ ହଉ କମ୍ପେୟାର କରିବେ କୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟାରେ ମୋତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକନେସ୍ ଅଛି ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟେଡ୍ ଅଛି। ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଜଣେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ସିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଡିସାଇଡ୍ କଲେ ବେଟର ହବ। ଏନିୱେ ସୋ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନେ ଆପଣମାନେ those who want to ask any specific question, I think most of the time ରେ ଯାହା ବି ସୁରଜ ସାର୍ କହିଛନ୍ତି ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ସ ଏକ୍ସାମ ହଉ ମେନ୍ସ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ହଉ କଣ କଣ କେମିତି ଫଲୋ କରିବେ କେମିତି ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ୍ସ କରିବେ ଆଉ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ କଥାଟା ସେ ଯୋଉ କହିଛନ୍ତି ମୋଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ ଦ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ ମତେ ଲାଗୁଛି ଆମ ଆପଣ ମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ଭିତରେ ଯାହା ବି ଥିବ ବହୁତ ସାରା କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ ଅଲରେଡି ସଲ୍ଭ ହେଇଯାଇଥିବ। ବଟ୍ ତା ବାଦେ ବି ଯୋଉ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ଭିତରେ କିମ୍ବା ଯୋଉ ଆସ୍ପିରେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ଭିତରେ ଯାହା ବି କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ ଅଛି ପ୍ଲିଜ ରେଜ ୟୁର ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ and then we will allow you to ask your questions one by one and sir will be happy to address with whatever questions you have. Yes please. Okay, madhuri madhuri pradhan, yes please kuhuntu.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Uh, sir, it's a nice pleasure to meet you, sir. Especially thanks to Ray Academy to get me such opportunity to conduct my questions to you, sir. Sir, I would like to ask a question. Sir, on which current affairs we should give more emphasis, sir, as we are going to give OPSC exam, sir. So it should be within Odisha zone, or it should be or we should focus on national or international affairs.
Like, okay, first of all, you have to focus on both. Okay, like for GS paper one and paper two, the questions are asked related to international, national, and as well as regional. Okay, so you have to focus on everything. So that is the reason why I said that go through the newspaper on a daily basis. And apart from that, if you are following your local newspaper, that will be very very beneficial. But but I would like to say that for lower, but before the examination, just read the budget and the economic survey of the state government. That you will find that very very beneficial in answer writing because you will get to know about all the contemporary things, all the programs of the government that is going on, and at the same time you can able to collect a vast amount of data. You can put that. So you can select that and you can put that in the examination. But, but reading newspaper on a daily basis will be very very beneficial.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that is a great I think current affairs is the it should be a blood for the civil services. It should be
Yes.
every day we have to breathe current affairs. And बहुत सारा benefit ଅଛି by the way current affairs. I think according to me personally भी ମୁଁ feel करे ଯେ ଆମେ ଖାଲି current affairs ଟା preparations ପାଇଁ ପଢିବା କଥା that is one way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as we are entering, as we are aspiring to enter into this bureaucracy of the civil services, ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭେଣ୍ଟ ହଉଛି ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମକୁ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ପହଞ୍ଚିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। ଯଦି ଯେପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆମେ ଜାଣିନେ କି ଆମ ଇନ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆରାଉଣ୍ଡରେ କଣ ଚାଲିଛି ଦେଶରେ କଣ ଚାଲିଛି କାହିଁକି ଇସ୍ୟୁ ହଉଛି ତ ସେତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କର ସଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍ସ କେବେ ବି କରିପାରିବାନି ନମ୍ବର ୱାନ୍। ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଜିନିଷ କି ବହୁତ ଜାଗା ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ବି ଶୁଣିଛି କି ସାର୍ ମ୍ୟାଗାଜିନ୍ ପଢିଲେ ସଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ ନୁହଁ କି। ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ମୁଁ ନିଜେ ବି ଫିଲ୍ କରେ ଯେ ମ୍ୟାଗାଜିନରେ ଆମକୁ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍ସ ଦବ। ଯଦି ଆପଣ କରେଣ୍ଟ ଆଫେୟାର୍ସଟାକୁ ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ପେପର ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ପଢିବେ ବା ଡେଲି ବେସିସରେ ସିଏ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟୋରି ଟାଇପର ବିଲ୍ଡିଂ ହୁଏ। ଏଭ୍ରି ଡେ କିଛି ନା କିଛି ଆପଣ ଜାଣୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଷ୍ଟୋରି ଉପରେ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଗୋଟେ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଲାଇଫ ବି ହେଇଯାଏ। ବହୁତ ହି ଭଲ ଲାଗେ। ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ଏଭ୍ରିବଡି ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ପ୍ରୋବାବଲି ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍
Hello.
ଟେକ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆଡଭାଇସ୍ ସାର୍ ଯାହା ସଜେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କରେଣ୍ଟ ଆଫେୟାର୍ସଟାକୁ ଆପଣ କେମିତି କଣ ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ପେପର ପଢିବେ ଯାହା ବି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ରେକମେଣ୍ଡେସନ୍ସ ଅଛି।
Okay. Hello, sir.
ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ। ୟେସ୍ ସୁରଜ
Hello.
ସାର୍।
Yeah, yeah. I would like to add on one thing that when we are reading newspaper, like
ହୁଁ
you have to be practical. Like you have to write down an answer in 200 or 250 words. Okay,
ହୁଁ
for example, the Russia-Ukraine crisis, it is coming on every day. So you just don't have to go through every day. Like, all your preparation should not be diverted to that. You know that
ହୁଁ
you can able to write an answer in 200 words. That's just let it aside. Okay. for a particular for upsells, you get to know, yeah, you can prepare, you can able to write a answer in 200 words, then that is fine. You do not have to go through the detail or every day changes.
Mm.
So that is the most important. So what not to study is very, very important.
Yes, what not to study is very very important because
Yeah,
time is precious. से कम समय भितर हमको बहुत अचीव करिवार अछि निजर सब्जेक्ट भी पढ़िबा निजको आई थिंक इंटरव्यू इज ऑल अबाउट पर्सनालिटी टेस्ट दे डोंट टेस्ट द नॉलेज दे टेस्ट द
yeah,
पर्सनालिटी द whether you are the right person to be a civil servant or not and personality development एमतिया गोटे जिंस जोटा कि राता राती केबे भी डेवलप हे परिबनी so every day जेमति हमें हमर व्यक्तित्व जोटा एटीट्यूड probably every day we are shaping our attitude so ଆମେ ଯାହା କହୁ ଯେମିତି କଥା ହଉ ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ନିଜକୁ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କରୁ everything matters okay that is great sir any more questions please raise your hand if other students want to ask କାହାର ବି questions ଅଛି please feel free to raise your hand yes Mr. Om Vikas ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ
Sir. Sir, this year I have appeared the OCS main exam, and for that I suppose it would be like interview. So my question is, sir, what should be the key step a candidate should be taken to perform better in that interview? Like what question could be asked particularly to that candidate, whether it is its personality
you,
level,
you are asking
or
about
whether
interview.
he has excel in some specific specific field or any kind of generalized questions. Thank you very much.
But actually, you are asking about interview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. For interview, actually, you have to means, first thing is, no, you should have a proper understanding, proper knowledge of the current events. They will definitely ask what the current events, what is going on at that time. So for last 1 month, try to read newspaper for at least minimum last 1 month of the national as well as regional newspaper. That will be very, very beneficial. Apart from that, you prepare about the state of Odisha and the district you belong, because they will definitely ask about your, district. They will definitely ask about your district, or if something, and your graduation. Graduation, they will ask different questions regarding graduation. For me, they have asked about civil engineering, different engineering also. They did ask around 7 to 8 questions. They did ask related to civil engineering, and prepare a good amount, collect a good amount of data on your hobby. That is very, very important. If you are choosing a hobby, and try to choose a hobby that is a bit just that excites them. Okay, just don't just write. You can do that if you are playing cricket and listening to music, then that is fine. But the question will get very, very tough. So be prepared for that. I would like to say these are the few things that. And apart from that, they will ask questions that by putting you in a situation, like what you will do if this happens, if, or you are a civil servant, or then this, how will you deal with the situation. So in that situation, try to be very, very positive as well as practical. Practical means, don't act emotionally, because like at times, acting very, very emotionally won't fetch you results. Okay, you will get diverted from results. So try to be control your emotion. That many times the situation will arise, like you will do this and that, but you need to be practical. That is what I would like to tell you. I hope you get qualified this year. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
we
sir. It will
we all
definitely
hope
help.
that Om Vikas you qualify
Thank you
Yeah,
very
yeah,
much.
definitely.
okay any more questions from anyone please raise your hand this is I mean you should ask more and more questions because hardly you get an opportunity to directly talk to the toppers you might see some YouTube videos and then you probably comment but hardly there is a reply so this is a great opportunity where you are sir is also live you are getting opportunity to directly interact with sir also and yes any more questions from anyone okay. So, Suraj sir, another one thing ମୁଁ ଏଇ ରିସେଣ୍ଟଲି ଯୋଉ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ପେପର 2020 ର ଯୋଉ ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭିसेस कंपेयर टू द प्रीवियस 2019 सिविल सर्विसेज ଯଦି ଆମେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନ ଦେଖୁ ବହୁତ ସାରା ଚେଞ୍ଜେस ହେଇଛି ଏବଂ ସେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ପକେଇବାର ଷ୍ଟାଇଲ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନର ଗୋଟେ ଆନାଲିଟିକାଲ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ତାର ଗ୍ରାଭିଟି ହଉ ପୂର୍ବ ଯେତେବେଳେ 2016 ଏବଂ ତା ପୂର୍ବ 2019 ଏବଂ ତା ପୂର୍ବର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ପେପର ଗୁଡା ବହୁତ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଚୁଆଲ ଟାଇପର ଥିଲା ବଟ୍ ଏଇ ବର୍ଷରୁ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ଟ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉଟା କି ମୁଁ ଫିଲ୍ କରେ ଯେ ଏଟା ୟୁପିଏସସି ଏତେ ବି ଲେଭେଲ ନୁହଁ ବଟ୍ ସେଇ ଟ୍ରେଣ୍ଡରେ ମତେ ଯୋଉଟା ଲାଗୁଛି ସେଟା ଆଗକୁ ଯାଉଛି ସୋ ଆପଣ କଣ ଆଡଭାଇସ୍ ଦେବେ ଆସ୍ପିରେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯୋଉମାନେ 2020 ପାଇଁ ଏବଂ ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ଯୋଉମାନେ ବି ଆଜି ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ 2020 ଏବଂ ଅନୱାର୍ଡସ୍ ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆ, ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ଆପଣ କଣ ଆଡଭାଇସ୍ ଦେବେ କେମିତି ତାଙ୍କର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନକୁ ଧରିକି କେମିତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଫୋକସ କରିବା ଦରକାର
So first of all, I would like to say that yeah, OPSC is moving towards APSC. Questions are
ହୁଁ
getting bit tougher. So and it will get more tough. Okay. So I would like to say that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Okay. So
ହୁଁ
you have to become very tough to attend the examination. So I would like to say that try you have to that you need to have a proper understanding of the topic, not just the topic. This is what the examination demands. Okay. For example, previously they do ask about direct questions, but this time you have to apply your mind. Okay, apply your mind, and so for that reason, I used to say that answer writing is very crucial. So you have to practice answer writing on a weekly basis, or practice test series or join test series. Practicing test will definitely benefit you. So that is very important. Practice answer writing. Earlier what used to happen, they just because of the direct nature of the question. So with with limited knowledge also, they can able to people students can able to write a proper nice answer, but that won't happen anymore. So you have to practice really hard and how to write. I would like to suggest you that practice answer writing. That is the only solution to get qualified exam.
yeah, that is so true answer writing is must କାହିଁକି ନା ଏବେ ଯୋଉ ଚେଞ୍ଜିଂ ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ପ୍ରୋବାବଲି 2020 ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭିସେସ୍ ଏବଂ ଆଗକୁ ଯାହା ବି ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭିସେସ୍ ହବାର ଅଛି ସ୍ଲୋଲି ଆମେ ସେଇଭଳିଆ ଯୋଉ ଡେପ୍ଥ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିକି ଯୋଉ ଆମକୁ ଆନ୍ସର ଗୋଟେ ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡେ ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ତା ଉପରେ ଆମକୁ ଅଧିକରୁ ଅଧିକ ଫୋକସ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ବେସ୍ଡ ଆନ୍ସର ଯୋଉଟା ରୁହେ ତା ଉପରେ ବି ଅଧିକ ଫୋକସ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏସ୍ପେସିଆଲି ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ବହୁତ ଜଣ ବିଗିନର୍ସ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଆମ ମନ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଡର ଥାଏ କି ମୁଁ ତ ଜାଣିନି ମୁଁ କଣ ଲେଖିବି ସୋ ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ସେୟାର କରେ କି ଯେତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆମେ ନଦୀ ଭିତରେ ଡେଇନେ ସେତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ପହଁରା ଶିଖି
Yes,
ପାରିବାନି ତ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆମକୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫ ହଉ ଦୁଇଟା ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ହଉ ତିନିଟା ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ହଉ ସେଇ ଗୋଟେ ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫ କେବେ ଯେ ସେଟା 5 ପେଜ ହେଇଯିବ ସେଟା ଆମେ ବି ନିଜେ ଜାଣିପାରିବାନି ତ ତା ଭିତରକୁ ଆମକୁ ଯିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ଅଲମୋଷ୍ଟ ଆମର ଆଜି ଟାଇମ ବି ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଏବଂ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଲାଗିଲା ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ନିଜର ଭ୍ୟାଲୁଏବଲ ଆଡଭାଇସ୍ ଆମ ସହିତ ସେୟାର କରିଛନ୍ତି ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସେୟାର କରିଛନ୍ତି ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଟ୍ରୁଲି ସାର୍ grateful to you especially that out of your busy schedule you have accepted the invitation you came today and you shared all of your experience ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣ ନିଜେ କେମିତି କଣ ନିଜର ପାଠ ପଢେଇବାର ଶୈଳୀରେ କେମିତି ଆପଣ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ଆପଣ ନିଜେ ଗୋଟେ ଇନ୍ସପାୟାର ନିଜେ ଗୋଟେ ସକ୍ସେସର କାହାଣୀ and ମୁଁ ଆଶା କରୁଛି ଯେ ଯୋଉ ଯେତେ ଜଣ ବି ଆଜି ଜଏନ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ଯେତେ ଜଣ ବି ଫ୍ୟୁଚରରେ এই ଭିଡିଓକୁ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ବି ଦେଖିବେ ସେମାନେ ବି ଆପଣଙ୍କଠୁ ସେ ଇନ୍ସପାୟାର ପାଆନ୍ତୁ ଯାହା ଯାହା ବି ସାର୍ ଆଜି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସେୟାର କରିଛନ୍ତି ସମସ୍ତେ ସେ ଜିନିଷକୁ ଫଲୋ କରନ୍ତୁ ଆଣ୍ଡ ପ୍ରୋବାବଲି ବହୁତ ହିଁ ଭଲ ହବ ଏବଂ ମୁଁ ସାର୍ ଆଶା କରିବି ଯେ ଇନ୍ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ଅଲସୋ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରୁ ଆଇ ଉଡ୍ କାଇଣ୍ଡଲି ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ we would like to see you once again in some other event ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ଆପଣ ନିଜର ଯାହା ବି ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ପୁଣି ଆଉ ଥରେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସେୟାର କରିପାରିବେ ସାର୍
okay, sir. Thank you. And the pleasure is all mine, sir, that you have invited me. And I always admire your work, okay, the kind of work you are doing. So keep on doing the nice things that you are doing. Okay. So thank you, sir. Given opportunity, I will definitely love to meet you. Okay, thank you, sir.
sure sir
And those
I'll be
and
I'll be looking
for
forward
students, those who have written mains this time, I hope you get an interview call, and I wish that you get qualified and be in the services. Okay, thank you.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words, and thank you so much all of the students. And ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ନ୍ତୁ। ସାର୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସମସ୍ତେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମେଣ୍ଟର ଗାଇଡ୍, ଯାହା ବି ହେଲ୍ପ ଦରକାର ସମସ୍ତେ ଏଇଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ସପୋର୍ଟ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। ଡରିବାର ନାହିଁ। ସିଭିଲ ସର୍ଭିସେସ୍ ଗୋଟେ ମ୍ୟାରାଥନ୍ ଜର୍ଣ୍ଣି। ଆମକୁ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟା ଷ୍ଟେପକୁ ଆମକୁ ଫେସ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ଯଦି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହେଉଛି, वी हैव टू बी पार्ट ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन। वी शुड नॉट बी पार्ट ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज प्रॉब्लम्स आर ऑलवेज पैरासाइट। ଆମକୁ ସଲ୍ଭ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। सो ସେଇ ଗୋଟେ ପଜିଟିଭ ନୋଟ୍ରେ once again, Suraj sir, thank you so much for giving us time. Approximately 1 hour you have given us, more than 1 hour, I would say. Thank you, sir, so much. And all of the students, also thank you to all the students. You have participated. बहुत भलो भलो प्रश्न भी आपण माने पचारछंती। I'm sure that जहाँ भी हमें आज एठी इंस्पायर टॉक रे लर्निंग लेसन्स नहीं कि जाउछे, सेटा हमरो पाठ पढ़ा प्रति किबा सिविल सर्विसेज अचीवमेंट पई किबा गोटे निजर गोटे एज अ बेटर व्यक्तित्व, एज अ बेटर पर्सनालिटी डेवलप करिया पई बहुत ही हेल्प हबो। So with that, we are ending today's Inspire Talk event, and thank you so much to all of you. Very good evening and good night. Thank you.
Thank you.